Hello everyone. In this live session, we are going to study about our e-commerce website. I hope my voice is clear to all. Okay. Uh, Hello, Sharab. Hello.
Yeah,
How are you? Fine. Hello, Kiran.
fine, Mr.
Yeah, that's great. Great to see you. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
same.
I I hope you are doing great. I think you just wake up. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Okay. I hope that you are doing great and you are learning Laravel. Okay. I hope that everything is clear to you up till now. But few things I
yeah.
will tell you in this video so that means e-commerce website in Laravel will be more clear to you. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so we are going to study like from where we have started. We have started with the admin panel. Okay, first of all, every website requires a admin panel. Okay, so
Yeah.
first thing is we need to make admin panel, and for the admin panel, we have taken LTE admin panel structure. Okay, so LTE admin panel structure we have taken in the beginning. This is the LTE admin panel. You can see in my screen as well. Everything will be clear to you. We have taken one of the best admin panel available online. Okay, so it is the responsive admin panel, and you can use this admin panel for other features as well, for other websites as well. Okay, if you want to make
Okay.
some other website, any website, okay, you can take this admin panel, and first 15 videos of the e-commerce series are common for all admin panels for all websites, because every website nowadays requires a admin panel. So it is mandatory to use the admin panel. So we know that how to use the admin panel. We just install the Laravel 6 in the beginning of the e-commerce series and just merge this admin panel to our e-commerce series Laravel. Okay, so we have done this merge kind of thing in the beginning, if you remember. So this kind of thing is required for every website, so you must learn in see beginning chapters are really important, beginning videos are really important, because you need to use them for every website. Okay, so first 15 videos is you know about that we have created admin table as well. If you will see here, then you will come to know that we have created admin table. Okay, so admin table is required for all websites. Okay, you all websites, all dynamic websites will have one admin table, because admin will log in to the admin panel from this table. We have created the username. See here, email we have given as the username, email and password to log in into the admin panel, and this is the admin panel that we have created. Okay, so this one we have done admin@admin.com, and its password is 12356, and this is the same structure I am talking about. LTE admin panel we merge into Laravel, so that see first update admin password and update admin details. Okay, this require every website, this thing required, because you need to change the password anytime, and admin details are also required. So first 15 videos we have done the basic admin structure. I hope that everything is clear to you. And in this 15 videos, if you will see that there is only one table, that is the admins table. So relationships are not required. You know about the relation. We have done the Laravel relation. So far we have done the has many and belongs to relation. Okay. So after completing these 15 videos, we started the e-commerce related admin panel, and these are the things. These you can see here. These are the catalogs. In catalog, sections, categories and products comes into play. Okay, so first we have done sections. If you will see here, like this is the sections. Okay, so first thing we have done for our e-commerce website is to create the sections table that will have men, women and kids. Okay, so these three things comes into our e-commerce website. So this is the first thing that we have done, and we have created this sections table. See, we have created this sections table. This is the first thing we have done. We have created with the migration. Okay, and we have insert data with seeding. So these two things are important in Laravel. These are the unique things provided by the Laravel. So these two things we must remember, that we have created this sections table with the help of migration, and we have insert the data into this table with the help of seeding. Okay, so after creating this one, after creating these sections, men, women and kids, we comes to categories. Okay, so categories we know that we have created some of the categories as well under these sections, like t-shirts categories, denims categories we can create under men. Okay, and under women also we can create tops and some other category, and under kids as well we can create some categories. So categories come into play after sections. And now what thing happen, now what we have done here, now there are two tables, sections and categories. Now we have developed the relation between these two tables. What is the relation between these two tables, sections and categories? One section has many categories, so relation is has many. One section has many categories. Okay, so it is clear to you that one section has many categories, like men section has many categories. Okay, so men section has many categories. Stay 1 minute, one friend is coming, so please wait for 1 minute. Okay, so see here, so we have done, see, sections. First of all we have done section, after then we have done categories. So you can see in file, I will show you that what thing we have done, and that can be helpful for us in every website. Okay, so I'm going to see you show you in code. We have docs ecom. Okay, here you can open section model, and you can also open category model. Okay, so the relation we have defined here. So you can see here, if you will go here, section, every section belongs to category. Okay, and every see here we have defined these relation. You can check, I'm going to open the two controller as well, category controller and section controller as well, so that everything is clear. Okay, category controller and as well section controller. Okay, section controller we have also done. Okay, these two things we have done in the beginning. Okay, so section controller and category controller. Okay, so here you can see here in category controller, in categories function we have done this one, we have done this, we have add the section relation here. Okay, every category is having this section relation, so every category belongs to one section. You can see here belongs to relation, because every category belongs to section. You can see here the belongs to relation here. You can see that every category belongs to this section. So what will happen when you are going to print this category, this is the way to debug the code. Okay, I am going to show you this category controller. We are going to open the categories here. I am going to open here categories. Okay, here I am going to open the categories, and here I am going to debug this code. This is the way to debug. You need to debug like this, that what you are going to show. Okay, I am going to see that what is coming. You can see here that section has come up like this is the category t-shirt category, and t-shirt category belongs to this men's section. Okay, and this one this denims category belongs to this men's section. Okay, you can see, and now this one denims category belongs to this women's section. Okay, so what we have done, we have added the relation. We have the category details as well as we have the section details of that category. Okay, so I hope this one is clear to you. Okay, so okay, so I hope that this one is clear. Now see, every category, every section is having the relation. Okay, you come to know that these relation we have done every time. See here the other relation we have also done. Parent category means every category is having the parent. We need to see that, like if we will fetch the details of the casual t-shirt category, casual t-shirt category is having the parent category, that is the t-shirt category. For that we have done this relation. Okay, and subcategories, see some of the categories is having the subcategories as well, like the t-shirt is having this subcategory, that is the casual t-shirt. So this one is the subcategory. So we have done these relations. Okay, so here also we have done like has many. See, has many done, we have done this one has many. See, one section is having the many categories, has many categories. Okay, so this one we have done, like if we will fetch the detail of men, men section has many categories. Okay, so I hope the relations are very much clear to you. And see, after 15 videos we have done these things, like sections, then categories, then after that products has come. Okay, so after categories we able to do the products relation. Okay, uh, okay, so see here, after that we have done the products relation. I am going to check here, see products. Okay, this is the products table we have created with migration, and we have inserted the data with the help of seeding, and we have also defined the relation here. Once again, we have defined the relation here as well, and you can see we have done the belongs to relation to products. Okay, so I will just uncomment this one, and I'm going to open the product controller here. Okay, so here I come, and this one is the product controller. Okay, so this one come here. Okay, so I can see products here. I am going to fetch now. I will come to products. Here I go, and here I am going to show here products. Want to see here products, and you can see the relation here. Okay, see now with every product we fetch the details of category as well as section. Okay, so here we have done the two things. We have done the belongs to relation for both category as well as section. Okay, so Sharab, is clear to you? Okay, Kiran, Sharab, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you. So see here also we have done the two relation. Okay, so these two relations you can see here. If you will debug the code, you can able to see the product details first. Okay, all these are the product details. Okay, and there are two relations we have done here. That is the category relation, that is the section relation. So that we will get everything in one query. Okay, so we are getting the product details, along with that we are getting the category details, along with that we are getting the section details. And here we have done this select query. We don't want other things in category tables. There are other things as well, that is the category URL, that created at, updated at, all those things we don't require. So we have done this select. Okay, we just select ID as well as the category name, and in the case of section we have just selected the ID and name. Okay, so we have whatever we require from the category table, whatever we require from the section table, we have just get that data from both these table. We have defined the relation, like category and section belongs to relation we have defined, and we have get in one query. You can see the query here, very simple query we have done. Okay, see here, see the category, we have got the details from the category table. Okay, from the category model, and here you can see we have done the subquery here, because we just want to get the details or that ID and category name only. Okay, and if you will remove this subquery, see, I am going to remove this subquery, then all the details that category details will come. I am going to remove this subquery, you can see. Okay, and now see, now complete category details will come here. I am going to show the complete category details. You can see the complete category details come up here. Okay, but we don't want all the details, so that's why we have added the subquery. So that we can get the only the required details. And what is required? Only that thing, ID and category name is required. So that's why we have added this subquery. So subquery is also very important in relations. Okay, and you can add this subquery. If you don't want to add here, you can add this subquery here as well. Okay, one and the same thing, you can add this subquery in the relation as well. It's your choice, but subquery is very important because we just want to get the selected data. If you are going to get the complete data, then it will make the process slow. Like if you are going to do some big website, okay, then and you are going to fetch the records, like you want to fetch the 1000 products records. Okay, then why to get the complete data of every product? Okay, you just need to get the only the selected data. Okay, so for that thing we have done this subquery, and here you can see for the category we have done, and for the section as well we have done the subquery, and we have just get the ID and name columns from the section table. Okay, so this is the way to debug. And you can also do this thing, means in every function it is better if you will see the details first, that you have to see that what details is coming, and after that you come to your blade file, and you can open into two, means side by side you can open this one in two times, like this one, like I used to do this thing, like I open here as well and I open here as well. Okay, so what I will do, I will just open this one, and now I will remove the debug thing. Okay, and I will open now my that products page here I am going to open. Now I will see, I will compare that, like, okay, these are the details now. Okay, these are the details are coming here, and I want to show all the details here. So now I will open my product blade file. This is the way I used to do. Okay, and you can also follow this one, and if you have a better choice, then you can follow your own, there is no issue. Okay, so see, so what I do here, like I want to show all the details, I will see there that what is coming, so I will just pick what, like product name, I pick product name, I copy to, okay, this is the product column. Okay, I am going to paste it here. Okay, and then I am going to save, and we'll see, we'll refresh here, and we'll see that it is coming fine or not. And this one is important, this one must be in your screen. Okay, in one page you see the link is same, in one page you can get all the details, and in another page you can just fill up your data and keep on checking. Okay, so this is the thing that you can do. Okay, so I hope so this one is clear to you. And some of my friends not joined, but sending me message, and I hope that they can join me as well. Okay, so many things we have done in this video. See, so far what we have done, we able to see, we able to create these tables, like I have told you. We are able to create the admins table, we are able to create the categories, sections, and products table as well so far. And in the future we are going to create the products attributes table as well. In the future videos you are going to see the products attributes as well. So I will tell you in advance that what we are going to do now in future of our e-commerce series, in the next few videos. Okay, after completing the products module, we are going to start the products attributes module. So what are the products attributes? Okay, so here you can see, like I have told you, like we have done sections. In section we have done men, women, and kids. Then we are able to do the categories. See, we able to add the categories under this section, like men is having the categories like t-shirts, denims. Okay, and the woman is also having its some of the categories. So under these categories we able to add the subcategories, like t-shirts is having the casual t-shirts, formal t-shirts. Okay, so under these subcategories we have now added the products. Okay, you can see the blue casual t-shirt comes under the casual t-shirt category, subcategory. Okay, so again we have defined the relation. If you will open the product model, like I have explained you, we have done these two relation, like section and category, and both are coming here. For my new friend, I am telling just that what we have done so far. See, we have just see the relation that every product is having its product details, and the category details and section details are coming to from that product. Okay, we have done these two relation. So after that the product attributes will come. Okay, so for product attributes I have created the table. Further on we are going to create the table, like see, every product is having the product attributes. Like we have created this product blue casual t-shirt. Now blue casual t-shirt can have many sizes. Okay, if you will go to market, if you will go to some shop, you are going to ask that give me some t-shirt, I want to buy some t-shirt. Then that person will ask about your size, that you want to buy the small size. What is your size? Small, medium, large, XL. And you are going to tell him that you want to buy large size. Okay, then what is means what he had done at his end, he must be having the lots. In lots he must be having the separate lots for all the sizes of the t-shirt. One is having the small size, one is having the medium, and one is having the large size. Okay, So if you will fetch the details of the small size, you are going to see the size is like this, like small, medium and large, and every size is having its own SKU. SKU is stock keeping unit. Okay, so every site is having its own price. Maybe every site is having its own price. 1200 is for the medium, and it is having the 10 stock, and its SKU is BCT01 hyphen S, and it then size is medium, then size is large. Okay, so these are the products attributes we are going to create under every product. Okay, so these are the products attributes are required to create under every product. Every product is having the product attributes. Okay, that we are going to do in future videos. Okay, so these are the things we have done so far, and for that also we are going to create the relation, and you know that what relation we are going to create. Now see, the product can have many attributes. So the relation will be has many relation we are going to create for this one, for product attributes. One product has many product attributes. Okay, so that thing we are going to do in future video. Okay, so I hope that everything is clear to you up till now, and if you have any queries you can surely ask me, and we will continue with our e-commerce series, and going to do many new things in our e-commerce series, in our advanced e-com series. Okay, and I hope that everything is clear to you up till now, and that's all for now. And thanks for the live session. Thanks Sharab, thanks Kiran, thanks Kuram, and thanks everyone. Okay, I end this session here, and you can surely ask me if you have any confusion. Okay, so that's all for now. Okay, thanks everyone.
Uh, Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, tell.
Sir,
Yeah.
if we want to add multiple colors to a single product, we will add it through product attributes.
Yeah. Please tell me your name, sir. Who are you?
I'm Khurram.
Kuram. Okay. Yeah, Kuram. See, for product colors, there are two things we can do. One thing is, like we have done so far, we have added every product separately. Okay, we have added every product separately so far. If you will go to your products table, here you can go in your products table. You can see here that we have added the product color separately for every product. But if you want to add it as a attribute, then you need to remove the product color from here. Then you need to add the product color in the product attributes table, that we are going to do in future videos. Then you need to add the product color here. Okay, along with the size, price, you need to add. But the best thing is to add the product color here in products table, and what you can do, add it separately, and we will do some kind of thing in future, like we will add some group code, like grouping the products. We are going to group the products of every color, and will join those products. So means this is the thing that you can do. Even you can add in product attributes, but this is the better way to do. Add it separately. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I was asking that, for example, if one product has colors blue, red, yellow, same
Fine.
product has three colors,
Yeah.
then what will be the best option for that?
See, the best option is you can add all these three colors here. Okay, so one more column you are going to add, like group code, some group product column you are going to add, and you are going to add the same key for all these three products. Like there is a blue, red and black color, and one more column you are going to add, and some common number you are going to add for these three. Okay, there must be something common, and you are going to show all these three in one product. Means the product link will come, like we have done.
Okay.
We have not done here so far product detail page, but in basic series you can see the product detail page is there, and then in that I want to say like you can, if you have three colors, you can add separate three product detail page. Okay, but the user is going to see in one product detail page their other two colors will also come in that means I hope that it is clear to you, like in black color, red and blue will also come, their links and their images will also come up there, so that the user will able to see all the colors. Okay.
Okay, sir, we will do as an
Yeah, yeah.
example in this project.
Yeah. We are going to do this. We are going to do this. Then it will be
Thank,
clear to you. After product attributes, we are going to work on this one as well. Yeah.
thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Okay. Clear, everyone. Okay, then enjoy the
Yeah.
e-commerce series, and you can also ask me in video description, and you can join my channel as well. That is the, you know, that Facebook that is the Facebook groups tech developers, and here you can ask me as well, and you can also add me in Facebook as well. My ID you already know, I think, that is the facebook.com amitji100. Okay, and if you have any queries anytime, you can ask me. Okay, so
Sure,
these
sure.
two things you can means note down, and you can add me. And if you have any trouble in ecom series, then don't hesitate, and you can ask me. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks. Okay, enjoy your day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.